Governor Josh Green was on CBS Morning today. He's in New York to speak about climate change at the United Nations.
He was asked about the lessons learned from West Maui, but also about the reopening that's happening there in just a couple of weeks.
Your message to the rest of America, the rest of the world that is interested in revisiting going to Maui, going to Lahaina, which will reopen on October 8th, should they come?
They should. It is a difficult call, but when people come to Maui, in this case even West Maui, on October 8th or the weeks and months thereafter, you will be helping our people heal. Everyone has to brace themselves globally for these kind of challenges, and we have to prepare better. But part of Hawaii is it gives kind of a sense of hope to the world because everyone has this experience one time or another in their lives, which was their honeymoon or something central to them. So if you can help us heal, we would be honored after October 8th if you could come to Hawaii and really help fortify us, because this has been a very tough time.
We have heard from those in West Maui who say it's too soon to bring back tourists, while many people who have lost their homes still don't have a clear path to recovery. But there are others, even business owners who have lost their homes, who say they need to get back to work.
A leading lawmaker is asking the state attorney general to crack down on fundraising fraud. House Speaker Scott Saiki wants the governor to sign an emergency proclamation forcing fundraisers to disclose how the money will be used. The most recent controversy is the Maui Community Power Recovery Fund, run in part by former Maui State Representative Kaniela Ing. Critics say the nonprofit should disclose that donations could end up funding political campaigns.
The money that's being raised through this website, at least the one I looked at, can be spent on other than charitable causes, for example, on other than disaster relief. It can be spent on lobbying activity and supporting or opposing candidates for office.
I'm not getting a dime off of it. We want to make sure that they're empowered.
Ing says his fund has raised at least $650,000 and admits that money could be used to support political candidates who want to help Lahaina rebuild in a way that represents the community. He says about a quarter of the money raised has been spent. About 75% of that was in direct aid to residents. The rest paid for things like signs, shirts, and banners. Ing says any donors who are not comfortable with how that money might be used can request a refund on actblue.com.
We got a nice long run all the way through Saturday with those breezy winds. Very little rainfall, if anything, with a few overnight showers for those windward and Mauka areas into the early morning. Lots of leeward sunshine. High temperatures running to near 90. Great way to start the fall season, which officially kicks off on Saturday.
This See It Now digital news brief is sponsored by Long's Drugs, bringing our heart to every moment.